this Hydroponic Microgreens Starter Kit for $56 from True Leaf Market. This is March 18th, 2019. What you get with this is you get some pH strips to test your water so that you can make sure that you have the right pH level for your water, so you have the optimum growth for your microgreens. You get a spray bottle, comes with this. You get 6 11 by 21 and a quarter closed, which means no holes in the pans, the trays themselves. So if I pull these trays up, you see the tray. They're not heavy duty, but they're good enough. Now, you also get with this, you get the micro mats. These are what you will put, these mats will what you will lay in here so that your greens can hold on to that and actually sprout. With like green peas, like I did earlier in the video, you don't need to do that. So you get 6 4 ounces of seeds for microgreens in this kit, and that's quite a bit. That's 1.5 pounds, and that right there alone, depending on what kind of seeds it is, could cost you anywhere from $20 to $30. So really, you're getting a good deal with the mats and the pH strips and the water bottle. But you get spicy salad mix, a couple basic salad mix, cabbage, the red acre, which is kind of going to look nice on your plate and give you a different variety other than just green. Radish, the Sanjo purple, and the Kalbari purple Vienna. I don't even know what this stuff is right here. I've never tried this one. So I guess we'll find out together. Now, the guide right here tells you how to do this. Okay, so they gave this to you in the box. Basically, you pour a cup of water into the bottom of the tray without holes, which is what these trays are, and place the hydroponic mat in the tray and allow it to soak up the water. Okay, I'm going to read the rest of this to you off camera. Evenly spread 2 to 3 tablespoons of seeds over the mat, then more seeds on the mat. The denser your crop will be. Try to keep these seeds from bunching together. So you don't have to soak these before you throw them in. That's what they're telling you. Thoroughly moist seeds with a spray bottle, which is that spray bottle they gave you here. Of course, I have a nice sprayer that I'll be using instead. With spray bottle, cover it with another tray. So you take a tray and you put it on top of the tray where you put the seeds. So that's why you can do about 3 starters on this, because you're going to use the other 3 trays to cover it. So you see that right there? See that right there? You can take another tray and put it over on top, cover it, because you want to cover that for about you want to cover it and spray it about twice a day, depending on how dry it gets. And then when it's taken root, you might want to let it sit there just a little bit longer and let it get a little bit taller, depending on what kind of seeds they are. And then you'll take the top off and start greening them underneath the grow lights or outside or wherever you're going to do them. And this has a little thing that says, when the first leaves appear, start tasting your microgreens every day to mark the changes in the flavor as your crop matures. So you may not like it fully grown. You may like it just a little bit, depending on what crop it is. You may like the taste of the leaves a day later or 2 days later, or you might want to harvest them sooner. Harvest times may vary. Greens adoring their first set of true leaves and are between 1 to 3 inches tall are ready, or when the flavor is to your liking. So you can just cut these as you go. You can sample them, you can throw them in a salad and see, well, so you can eat them daily to figure out where you really like to see what this is at. So this is what you get in a kit for $56. It's worth it. These mats are definitely worth it. That's one of the biggest things, to get some grow mats for your seeds. I mean, you can grow the green peas. I got 10 of them, so that'll cover quite a bit. But you can get on the green peas you can go ahead, you don't need the mat. They'll grow fine just by themselves when you toss them in there. But the little seeds, the little sprouting seeds, like I know what I'm going to cook. I know what I'm going to do already. I'm going to do a couple of them today. So I'm going to open up the basic salad seeds. And you can see these seeds, they're very, very, very small. You can see that. See them in there? They're very small. That's why you need the mat. I mean, they are very small. But I'm going to start some salad seeds because I'm running out of store-bought stuff. And I don't really like to eat it anymore. I think I'm going to try some radish sprouts because somebody told me that those are really good. So I'm going to try these two along with the basic salad and see how it goes. So I'll be opening up these 2 packages today. I've actually I'm going to put 2 cups of water in because it really didn't work the way it's supposed to. 1 cup is not enough, in my opinion. So you throw your mat in after you add your water. Now, you can see how it's spreading out. If you can't get some part, you just slosh the water around, let it slowly move. You can press on it, or you can move it. Oh, that about knocked the camera over. Oh boy. I found that 1 cup of water was not enough, so I put in 2 cups because I want to get these mats soaked, because if you don't, seeds won't stick to them. And what we need, you can pat them down, you can move these around. I find that you can just take and flip this thing too a little bit. Let's see, and get it on the other side. But you want to get this thing soaked so it holds the water, because you want the seeds to stick to it, and you want enough water so you don't have to water it all day. Okay, so I put 2 cups of water on there. Now it says to go ahead and add your 2 to 3 tablespoons. So I'm using, this will be the radishes here. I'm just going to spread them out, and just depending on how thick you want them, there's another tablespoon. And it says 2 to 3 tablespoons. I think I'm going to need at least 2 or 3. There we go. And I'm just going to take my hands and spread them all out so that they're even. Because you don't want them standing on top of each other. You want them to spread out pretty good in the bag, in the box that they're in, the tray. Okay. Then it says to go ahead. These are a little bit thick. I'm going to get them a little bit thinned out. Okay. I'm going to try to cover every part of it so that I can have them growing everywhere as much as possible. And these are the radish seeds. And I can't wait to try them. People tell me they're delicious. Now, one thing you ought to know is that, what if shit does hit the fan? And great, you got all this food stored up. You got all these planting seeds for the summertime. Well, what happens if you run out of food in the winter? I'm going to mist it now like they tell me to do. With the bottle that they gave me. Okay. Then I will cover this with, we'll do the next one here. I'm going to do the salad greens now, because I like leaf-footed salad. I like lots of things like spinach and salad and stuff like that, but sometimes I'll cook them, sometimes I won't. And let's go. This is all in the kit, so you get all this stuff except for, of course, the measuring cups. So I'm going to spread these out. Well, those are really kind of thin, aren't they? I might be able to get away with about 2 tablespoons on this one. Yep. I think 2 tablespoons is going to be enough to grow these greens, because they're going to be really thin. The seeds are much smaller than the radishes, of course. And I'm just going to move them around with my finger and try to get them out as evenly as possible in the corners and on the sides and stuff. Then I'm just going to put these in the shelves on my indoor greenhouses right now, and I'm going to cover the top. I think 2 tablespoons is enough for the green salad. The radish seeds, I think you need about 3 tablespoons of seeds for a tray. Okay, so the last step is to go ahead and cover this up like this. But before I do that, I gotta make sure I mist them real good so that they'll germinate. And you want to spray these at least twice a day, in my opinion. You got to keep these seeds wet enough to germinate. If you don't, they're not going to germinate too well. And you want to keep them covered with no light on them, because if you don't, what's going to happen is that they're not going to germinate properly. They'll dry out. They do a lot better if you just put the top on. I'm just, you can put it like this to show you. But honestly, you could probably just stick it the other way. But there you go. And now I'm going to place these in my indoor greenhouse in about 2 or 3 days after I spray them twice a day let covered up like this. When they start to sprout and start to really grow, I think I'm probably going to wait till they're about an inch and a half tall or 2 inches, depending on the radishes, before I uncover them and let them get the sunlight, because then they're really green up and there's a lot of nutrition. And think about a bug out situation or a bug in situation. You run out of food eventually. So there is actually 2 years worth of no food. Well, if you had a bunch of sprouting seeds, you could provide a continuous amount of food that's healthy. It's got 10 times the nutritional value of the store-bought food, and especially stuff like spinach, broccoli, the green peas. They have more protein than meat. And you could actually, even if you were living in a bug out situation, you could still grow them within 5 to 16, 18 days. The little seeds, some of these will grow faster and some of them grow slower. Some of these seeds are ready in 5 days to eat. You can't beat that. So if you had plenty of these seeds, when shit hits the fan and there's still no food after 2 years, and you've run through all your supplies of food, all your canning stuff, and you're still trying to grow stuff outside because it just turned spring or something, and you're out of food, microgreens might save your life. I'm not kidding. Well, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell, or not. And you've been warned.